Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about a feeling that many of you know very well. Have you ever felt like you are just not good enough at English? You are not alone in this journey. Most people believe they lack a special talent for languages. They think their brain is simply not wired for this challenge. But here is the truth that no one tells you. You are not bad at English, you are just in the middle of a process. Imagine trying to play an instrument without ever touching the strings. You would not call yourself a bad musician, you would call yourself a beginner. The same logic applies to your language journey right now. This video is going to change how you look at every mistake you make. I want you to take a deep breath and listen closely to my words. We are going to break the cycle of self-doubt together today. By the end of this talk, you will have a new map for your mind. Let us begin this transformation right now. I know how it feels to open your mouth and find no words there. It is a heavy feeling that sits in your chest when you want to speak. You have the ideas in your head, but they seem to disappear before they reach your lips. This mental block makes you want to stop trying entirely. Perhaps you have spent years studying grammar rules and long lists of words. Yet when a real person speaks to you, your mind goes completely blank. It is frustrating to feel like a child when you are actually a smart and capable adult. This gap between your intelligence and your English level is where the pain lives. But I want to show you why this is actually a sign of progress. The fact that you feel this pressure means your brain is trying to grow. Most learners quit because they think this struggle means they are failing. In reality, this struggle is the only way to reach true fluency in any skill. Today, we will explore why your brain hides words from you and how to find them. We will look at the psychology of confidence and how to build it from zero. I am going to share stories of people who felt exactly like you do right now. They were tired, they were embarrassed, and they were ready to give up. Now they speak with ease, not because they are geniuses, but because they changed their strategy. You do not need a better memory or a more expensive teacher. You need a new way to treat yourself when you make a mistake. Let us look at the first shift you need to make in your daily practice. Rule 1. You must change your identity from a student to a speaker. This shift is the most important step you will ever take. Most people tell themselves, I am trying to learn English every single day. When you say you are trying, you are telling your brain that you have not arrived yet. This creates a feeling of self-doubt that follows you into every conversation. Imagine you are a professional runner standing at the start of a big race. If you tell yourself you are just a beginner, your legs will feel heavy and weak. But if you believe you are a runner, your body knows exactly what to do. You must start saying, I am an English speaker, even if you only know 10 words. This is not a lie. It is a way to claim your power over the language. When you accept this identity, your mistakes stop feeling like evidence of failure. They simply become small bumps on a very long and beautiful road. Why do we feel so much anxiety when we use a new language in public? It is because we are afraid of looking foolish in front of other people. But here is a secret. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to judge you. Now, let us move to the next step of building your daily discipline. Rule 2, practice is not an event, it is a lifestyle you choose. Many learners wait for the perfect moment to sit down and study. They wait for a quiet room, a fresh cup of coffee, and a clear mind. If you wait for perfection, you will never actually start the work that matters. Real practice happens in the small, messy moments of your everyday life. It is the 2 minutes you spend thinking in English while you wash the dishes. It is the inner monologue you have while you are walking to the bus stop. These tiny moments of determination add up to something much bigger than a textbook. Think of a tiny drop of water falling onto a very hard stone. One drop does nothing, but 1,000 drops will eventually break the stone. Your English ability is that stone, and your daily practice is the water. You do not need to study for 3 hours every single day to see a change. You only need to show up for your future self for 15 minutes every morning. Most people overestimate what they can do in one day, but underestimate 1 year. If you stay consistent, your lack of confidence will slowly turn into quiet strength. Now, are you ready to learn the secret of how to handle your mistakes? Rule 3. Your mistakes are the only ladder to your success. Most learners treat a mistake like a shameful secret they must hide. They hit a wrong verb tense and feel a wave of insecurity in their chest. But imagine a child learning to walk for the very first time. When the child falls down, the parents do not say the child is bad at walking. They clap their hands because they know the fall is part of the growth. Every time you use the wrong word, your brain is actually updating its software. You are teaching your mind exactly where the boundaries of the language are. If you never make a mistake, it means you are not pushing your limits. It means you are staying in a comfort zone where no real learning happens. To become fluent, you must be willing to sound a little bit silly sometimes. This is the price of admission for the global conversation you want to join. Think of your English skills like a muscle that needs to be torn to grow. In the gym, you lift weights that are heavy and difficult to move. That pressure creates tiny tears in the muscle, which then heal back stronger. Your frustration during a difficult conversation is that muscle growing in real time. Next time you forget a word, simply smile and try to explain it a different way. This is a pattern interrupt for your brain that stops the cycle of panic. Instead of thinking, I am failing, you tell yourself, I am expanding. Now let us look at how to stop comparing your Chapter 1 to someone else's Chapter 10. Rule 4. Silence the inner critic that compares you to others. In this digital world, we constantly see people who speak English perfectly. We watch videos of polyglots and feel a deep sense of overwhelm. We think we will never reach that level of mastery, no matter how hard we try. But comparison is a thief that steals all the joy from your progress. You are not competing against the person on the screen or the student in your class. Your only competition is the version of yourself that woke up yesterday morning. If you know one more key phrase today than you did yesterday, you are winning. Focusing on others creates a burnout that makes you want to quit the race. Imagine you are hiking up a beautiful mountain with a heavy backpack. If you look at the person at the very top, the climb feels impossible and long. But if you look at your feet and take one more step, you will eventually get there. Your language journey is unique to your life, your needs, and your personality. Some days you will feel like a genius, and other days you will feel confused. Both of these days are necessary for your total transformation. Let us explore the next lesson on how to feed your mind the right way. Rule 5. You must surround yourself with the sound of your dreams. Many learners think they can only learn English from a heavy book. They spend hours looking at grammar charts and memorizing cold rules. But language is a living thing that needs to be heard and felt. You must create an environment of success in your own home every day. Listen to stories, songs, and voices that make you feel inspired and curious. Even if you do not understand every word, your brain is busy, absorbing the rhythm. This is how a child learns their very first language without ever using a pen. Think of your mind like a garden that needs constant nourishment to grow. If you only feed it boring exercises, your interest will slowly start to wither. But if you feed it topics you love, your motivation will become unstoppable. You will find yourself wanting to understand more because the content actually matters. This immersion is the secret bridge between being a student and being a speaker. It turns a difficult task into a natural habit that you actually look forward to. When you enjoy the process, the pressure to be perfect begins to fade away. Now, let us discuss the final lesson on the power of your own voice. Rule 6. The bridge to confidence is built with your own spoken words. You can listen for 1,000 hours, but you must speak to find your true voice. Many people wait until they are ready before they start speaking to others. But the truth is that you will never feel fully ready until you just start. Start by speaking out loud to yourself when you are alone in your room. Narrate your day, describe your feelings, and practice your pronunciation in private. This builds the muscle memory. Your mouth needs to produce strange new sounds. It is a safe way to build determination before you face the outside world. Imagine you are a builder constructing a bridge across a very wide river. Every time you speak a sentence out loud, you are laying down a new stone. Slowly, the bridge becomes strong enough to carry the weight of your thoughts. One day, you will walk across that bridge and realize you are no longer afraid. This vocal practice is what separates those who know English from those who speak it. It takes courage to hear your own voice making mistakes and keep going anyway. But that courage is exactly what will lead you to the freedom you deserve. Now, let us bring all these ideas together for your final action plan. We have traveled a long way together in this conversation today. You now know that your struggle is not a sign of weakness at all. It is actually the sound of your brain growing and becoming much stronger. You are not bad at English. You are simply becoming an English speaker. Please remember the lessons we discussed about identity and consistency today. You are a speaker from the moment you decide to try your best. Do not let self-doubt tell you that you are not moving forward quickly. Every small step you take is a victory over the fear of failing. The path to fluency is paved with the mistakes you were brave enough to make. Be kind to yourself as you continue this beautiful journey every day. You have the determination inside you to reach every goal you have set. Now take these ideas and use them to build your bright new future. If this video helped you, let us spread the message to others. Like this video if you feel more confident about your English journey. Subscribe for more lessons to keep your motivation high every week. Share it with someone who needs to hear these words right now. And remember, change is always possible for those who refuse to give up. You have the power to master this language one day at a time. Thank you for watching and for believing in your own great potential. I will see you in the next lesson very soon.